group chose to study was William Butler Yeats. He was a brilliant Irish poet, and he lived from 1865 to 1939.
William Butler Yeats was born in 1865, and in 1888 his first verse was published. It was basically just a collection of poems and things he had written. And then in 1890 he co-founded the Rhymers Club, which was a group of poets who met in Dublin, and they just talked about their poems and recited their poems to each other. In 1901, he founded Ireland's first national theatre, which was based in Dublin. And in 1911, he joined the Paranormal Research Organization. He was into a lot of paranormal stuff and strange religions and such.
Okay, in 1922, because he was so famous at the time for being a poet, he was appointed as Irish Senate. Then in 1923, he was awarded with the Nobel Prize in Literature. In 1925, beforehand he had been deathly sick. He regained his health and wrote a vision. In 1939, he eerily wrote and published last poems, and in that same year he died, and then he died at the Hotel Ideal Séjour, Menton, France.
This is the obituary, and William Butler Yeats was a poet, a playwright, and wrote essays. Some of his best poems are A Drinking Song, Lake Isla's Innisfree, An Irish Airman Foresees His Death, and A Crazed Girl. He died at age 73, a great Irish poet. The exact cause of his death is unknown, but he was very sick leading up to his death in 1939. John Masefield, a poet of England, called him the greatest poet alive on his 70th birthday.
Okay, these are some pictures that we found on him. This one up here is a picture of a house that William Butler Yeats lived in for some time. That over there is a picture of his hometown, Dublin, Ireland. This is a portrait of William Butler Yeats, and this is a picture of the Lake Isle of Innisfree, which is the subject of one of his most famous poems. Okay, now we're going to recite our poems.